Hello and welcome back to Watch and Waffle with myself, Thomas, and my good friend
Joe Levy.
And we're talking about ranking the MCU properties. So we've included all the MCU films, series, and specials, longer specials at least. So, Joe, there are 44 here. Do you want to give your list from worst to best? And then I'll do the same.
In number 44, She-Hulk. 43, The Marvels. 42, Thor, Love and Thunder. 41, Hulk, The Incredible. It's called The Incredible Hulk, but I'll just go with Hulk.
Hulk, comma, The Incredible.
Number 40, Thor 2, The Dark World. Number 39, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Number 38, Mrs. Marvel. Number 37, Black Widow. Number 36, Wakanda Forever. Number 35, Iron Man 2. Number 34, Moon Knight. Number 33, Secret Invasion. Number 32, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Number 31, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Number 30, Iron Man 3. Number 29, Eternals. Number 28, Captain Marvel. Number 27, Werewolf by Night. Number 26, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 25, Hawkeye. Number 24, Thor. Number 1. Number 23, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 22, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special. Number 21, Ant-Man. Number 20, Far From Home. Number 19, Avengers Age of Ultron. Number 18, Doctor Strange 2. Number 17, What If. Number 16, Doctor Strange. Number 15, WandaVision. Number 14, Shang-Chi. Number 13, Black Panther. Number 12, Captain America Winter Soldier. Number 11, Captain America First Avenger. Number 10, Thor Ragnarok. Number 9, Avengers Assemble. Number 8, Captain America Civil War. Number 7, Loki. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Number 5, Iron Man. Number 4, No Way Home. Number 3, Endgame. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And number 1, Infinity War. Boom!
Very good job. Very good job.
Goodness gracious me. That was
I love it. All right. Shall I do mine?
Hit me, Thomas.
So I realised the only thing I haven't seen is The Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. So I thought I'm not going to include that because I can't judge it if I haven't seen it.
That's right.
So mine is from 43. 43, She-Hulk. 42, The Marvels. 41, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. 40, Thor, Dark World. 39, Secret Invasion. 38, Captain Marvel. 37, Miss Marvel. 36, Thor, Love and Thunder. 35, Ant-Man and the Wasp. 34, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 33, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. 32, Eternals. 31, Black Widow. 30, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. 29, Thor. 28, Iron Man 2. 27, Moon Knight. 26, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. 25, Spider-Man Homecoming. 24, Avengers Age of Ultron. 23, Ant-Man. 22, Shang-Chi. 21, Black Panther. 20, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 19, Werewolf by Night. 18, Spider-Man Far From Home. 17, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. 16, What If. 15, Captain America, the first one. 14, Thor Ragnarok. 13, Iron Man 1, 12, Doctor Strange 1, 11, Iron Man 3, 10, Hawkeye, 9, Guardians of the Galaxy, 8, Captain America the Winter Soldier, 7, The Avengers, 6, Captain America Civil War, 5, Spider-Man No Way Home, 4, WandaVision, 3, Avengers Infinity War, 2, Loki, 1, Avengers Endgame.
You put Hawkeye in number 10.
I know. A lot of people are going to disagree with that. I flipping love that series.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun.
Wow. And I can't remember. I put it higher up than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Maybe I'd watch it again. And
yeah, I still think it's a very good...
of the Christmas season, and I'd be like, actually, this isn't that good.
It's still a good series, though. I think out of the... We've got very different lists.
Well, we agree. Should we touch on the agreement first? So the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, She-Hulk, undeniably the worst.
It's so bad, like, I couldn't even finish it. And I finished all of these, and I think I made it to episode 5, but I was, like, done. I was like, this is just rubbish television. I can, like, yeah.
Because I think you could make a case that the Marvels is even worse.
I think it's got a bit more heart. Mrs. Marvel, I think she manages to give it like a little bit of a family feel. You enjoy parts of the film because of her. She-Hulk, there is like, even Hulk was in it, and he wasn't funny. He wasn't
Yeah.
It was really frustrating.
When you get to the point that you're so meta that you have She-Hulk talking to a robotic version of Kevin Feige, you're like, that's not just scraping a barrel. That's scraped a hole in the barrel. Like, there's nothing left of the barrel now.
There's nothing left.
So, okay, so that was easy.
Yeah. Thor 2 as well was down there. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Miss Marvel. Thor Love and Thunder was down there.
Quantumania was truly awful.
Dreadful.
That was the first Phase 5.
Yeah, it was like, let's start this on a high. Let's get the audience back in. Get back in with us and start it off with Ant-Man 3.
Loki knows how to do Kang properly. Ant-Man 3 had no idea.
It was a shame because he had the potential. And that film had the potential, but it was trying to be something it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the character who wanted all the holes.
Oh,
I've got holes now.
Oh.
Shut up. Okay, you put Black Widow very low down.
I put it 37.
Right, so you thought that was a...
I didn't think it was appalling. I think there's a line, I think it's right there actually, the difference between very bad Marvel films and alright Marvel films. I thought Wakanda Forever was alright. Iron Man 2, alright. Same with Moon Knight and Secret Invasion. There were some scenes in Black Widow where I was like, this is epic. That like table dinner scene, but the ending was just like she explodes a plane. Florence Pugh explodes a plane and she's fine. She flies through the air.
Secret Invasion had a promising start because it was quite grounded.
That's right, yeah.
And then when Emilia Clarke gets all the powers,
that was where
bad.
If it had a better ending, it would have been in the top, I'd say 25. But because of the ending was so, it was crap. It was so rubbish. I couldn't overlook it.
We thought Eternals was better than a lot of people, didn't we? Like,
I think it was
got something going for it.
It was a decent plot, but most characters had very wafer-thin depth because there were so many of them.
Yes.
Moon Knight, I think you rated Moon Knight. I thought it was one of the most overrated things in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, was it? I
think it was because there were a lot of bad things surrounding. Like, I think we just had She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, and then it was like Moon Knight is so good. But I wanted more. Oscar Isaac was really good, but I saw a clip of someone who was like, Moon Knight's got 30 personalities. He's basically the MCU Batman. And I went in really excited for more of a gritty sort of feel. And I didn't really get that.
I think he deserved a movie. It was an interesting decision to make Moon Knight more of a... I mean, it's not quite family viewing, but it's more... They made it more accessible.
Yeah.
And actually could have done something really dark. Yeah, you put WandaVision at 15. You might be surprised to see that I put it at 4. I just thought
you put it at 4. Goodness gracious!
I know. So Endgame was when I really got into Marvel for the first time, and then I watched this. And I was like, this is so innovative as a series.
I think where it went wrong was it was the first series, so no one knew what to expect. Yeah. So I think every week, like 1 week I was like, Reed Richards is going to be the astronaut. And it was just this woman who was an astronaut. She was like, I've got this delivery. And I think because the hype was so massive, people expected so much. But when I rewatched it knowing how it ended, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, totally. Loki, we've both put pretty high up because
it deserves to be.
It
deserves. It's got
that finale.
Arc from start to beginning. The management of both seasons, the writing, the acting. It's just what the level Marvel should be.
It's the only and notable that it's the only one that's had a second season.
Yes, yeah. I think they realized. They realized. Well, there's. You always hear rumors and that, but there are talks of them making second seasons for like everything, like She-Hulk. I'm genuinely being serious. I saw a rumor for that. Oh my gosh.
The definition of shooting yourself in the other foot. If you've done it once, why would you do it again? You've still got 1 foot. Why would you do that? Now, let's talk about the very top. So
we're not that dissimilar.
Yeah, you put Infinity War as number 1. I put Endgame as number 1. I think that's fair. And
that's very fair.
It was either way for me.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say that those films are necessarily the best stories.
They just make they're just the most
Marvel magic.
Yeah.
And being able to juggle all those character threads. Oh my goodness.
Gosh. And I think the thing that Marvel sort of lost recently is because it's the multiversal story,
Yeah.
They're not working hard enough on the connections in their own universe. They're sort of relying on connections to other universes. When in Infinity War, like, these days I get really excited when I'm like, oh, there's going to be a cameo in this film. Infinity War, there were no cameos. It was just people from the films before. Like, they just showed up again. And I got so excited. And I think I put Infinity War first because everyone's there. It's the best of every character. Either their strongest, like Thor. Hello, flippin' heck. One of the greatest entrances ever. Thanos.
You guys are so screwed now.
Thanos was so epic, and like every battle scene was incredible. Yeah. And that ending, I almost had a heart attack. It was literally just like.
Yeah, actually, maybe you're right. Yeah, they say the best villains are ones where they believe they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and you can sort of understand them.
Homecoming was good. It was quite forgettable.
It's quite just there
for me.
Yeah,
Tom Holland's Spider-Man really kicked in No Way Home, which is an incredible film for a variety of reasons. But that was when he had his tragedy, and for me, Spider-Man is all about coming to terms with tragedy. But I think
Iron Man 3. I didn't notice that. You put Iron Man 3 as the best Iron Man film in...
I like Iron Man 3. I love the Ben Kingsley twist.
Iron Man 3. You're being serious.
Yeah.
Above Iron Man. Where did you put Iron Man? I can't even see it.
Iron Man's just below it.
Thank goodness. 30. Thank goodness that Iron Man's just below Iron Man 3.
Do you not think Guy Pearce...
Guy Pearce is good, but like... And there's good moments. To be fair, I think it is slightly overhated.
Overhated, that's a good phrase. Overheated.
But like Iron Man's awesome. But Civil War you put 6th, which is quite bold.
Civil War I thought was brilliant because some would say it didn't have enough. It's quite a lot of bureaucracy and sort of politics.
But I think
it's really liked it.
I think to have that sort of event in the middle of a phase was pretty epic.
Oh.
And like for it not to be an Avengers film, but to have those connections, like that was the first time Ant-Man met the Avengers. That was the first time I'm trying to think. That was the Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man for the first time. Black Panther, and it was a brilliant film for where the MCU was at. And at the minute, the MCU has none of those coming at all.
Yeah. Phase 4 fizzled out with no sort of big crossover event or anything. You've put Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at 32. Where did I put it? I put it at 20.
I don't rate it.
You don't rate it?
I mean,
it's a little bit overpowered, isn't it? That he's like basically God.
The reason I put it so low down was I felt the comedy in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is so on point. Yeah. But it's not as good. Rocket isn't very likable. I love him now because Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Captain America is definitely the best trilogy. I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
But if Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was slightly better, I'd put Guardians.
I've just realised, so I can't believe I didn't notice sooner. You put Guardians 3 at number 2. I had it at 17. I mean, I thought it was good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was really good, but it's your second favourite MCU property.
That's right.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's just as a conclusion story, it's amazing. Like it's its own sort of Avengers because they've never been on Earth really. They're only on Earth for Endgame.
Yeah.
So they're this team which is out in space, which has bonded together. They're a bunch of misfits, literally criminals, which is great. Like that, these criminals become heroes. They're not anti-heroes. They're all soft inside. And I think in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we all see that softness, and we get a backstory, and we get resolution, and that final. It was just so full, but so well done.
And it's bittersweet.
It's so
because how easy would it have been to get him back together with Gamora?
Yeah.
But instead they committed to...
He's lost the love of his life.
It's amicable, but she's not interested in him at the end.
And even Groot's connection to Gamora as well was really... Because it's like Groot, like Gamora's Groot's mother. And like...
Right.
Well, like he sees her...
Right.
No. He sees her as...
How does that work biologically?
He sees her as a mother figure.
Yeah.
And they have their own moment. And it's just, you see the heartbreak of Star-Lord, and by the end, the teams are their own. Rocket's got the arc from they've all got their own separate arcs, and I just thought it was incredible.
I don't think there's anything else that's too controversial. Just worth flagging, Werewolf by Night, if you haven't seen it.
Brilliant.
Well worth a watch.
So good. I think the thing people have hated about Phase 4 is that it's not consistent in tone. I'm okay with that. The thing I'm not okay with is if we look at all the good films, they're crossovers. They're Guardians of the Galaxy, we'll call it a crossover. It's got people together. Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War. It's characters that we know and bonded with in a film coming together, and there's none of that. Like, one, because we don't bond with them in the film that they're in, and two, there's just no connections whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I think that's the issue that Marvel has, and it's very clear because like 5 of the things in our bottom 10s are Phase 4.
Yeah, and they say a defining moment of cinema, superhero cinema, was that shot where the camera wheels around them in Avengers and they're standing back to back.
Yeah.
Like, wow, for the first time in a sort of big superhero film, you've actually brought together multiple heroes and they've overcome their conflicts.
It was amazing.
And they're fighting alongside each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, that paved the way for so much.
And it's so good. That's why it deserves to be so high up, Avengers Assemble. Like, it was I haven't seen Watchmen, but people say Watchmen was the first sort of like assembling thing. But in Marvel, the fact that it brought all these characters so well together, and like, you
Joyous.
know, Hawkeye was in Thor 1. I completely forgot about that. But then he was brought in. So they brought side characters, main characters all together. And it's just something they can't do at the minute, which is a shame.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We're on all the platforms. So you can watch us on YouTube and Spotify and listen wherever you get your podcasts. But thanks for watching. Let us know your your list from 44 to 1. But
yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Thomas.